Alright guys, Tagg here, the greatest gutter tier gamer on the face of this earth. I'm alive and, well, I was gonna say well, but let's just say I'm alive. Let me reassure you with irrefutable proof, I'm fine. I thought I'd better explain what's going on with the channel, and yeah, I'm aware I look like I've been sleeping in a dumpster, but that's the advantage of not caring. But essentially, I had to take some time off YouTube to get myself together. You may have seen that community post, and while I can imagine there might be some people out there like, "Oh, bro, you play video games for a living, I'd love to have your problems." All I can say is that when you see the end product, you shouldn't have to care about the hours that have gone into it. It's so easy to look at something from the outside and declare it, you know, oh, what an easy job that is. And maybe it is for some creators, but one thing that is the same for all of the Apex creators on YouTube is that the longer you do something, the harder it gets to keep it fresh. But if the content flows nice and easy when you're watching it and you're not thinking about what happens behind the scenes, this is actually very good, because I like people to enjoy the audio syncing or the surreptitious rhymes or the story arcs or whatever without having to think about it. I'll talk a little bit about health interfering with things in a minute, but on the Apex side, I was getting unhappy with the scheduling of the videos, as we all experience like the wrath of the matchmaker at times, where the bulk of us average players can go days and days without getting any decent momentum. And like when this happens for content creating, dumping down a full day for me to edit that footage means that I was feeling a lot of pressure to get everything gathered, because that's like 2 days of gathering and then the third day editing and uploading on the third day. And my videos, they're kind of like about the story, not just the damage or the eliminations. And when I opened things up for a while to try and get people to submit their gameplay, looking through the entries, it just magnified it and made me realize how difficult it can be to get something worth narrating. Not to mention that every story made on the same few maps, it makes it creatively harder each time. So I've decided to try something completely new. Starting this Saturday, I'm going to upload longer versions of the tales, probably 30 to 45 minute episodes. I'm going to put them up once a week, every Saturday, just to see how they do. This means I can spend more time on the editing, and whilst it means that you're going to get less of me in video frequency, the overall minutes uploaded each week might end up being quite a bit more. So that's every Saturday for the next few weeks at least, and we'll shoot for the usual sort of upload time, which is like mid to late afternoon for US East Coast, and I think that's like between 9 and 10 o'clock UK time. Something else I'm working hard on, by the way, that I've hinted at in YouTube streams before. It's a really exciting project, something I've never tried doing before, and that is writing a book. I've put in the early stages of mapping out like a self-development book for gamers. I don't even know if I'm going to finish it, guys, or even if it'll be any good, but I've always wanted to write something because I think that my unique approach to gaming, it might be useful for others, especially if you've got your own inner toxic monster to contain, or you find that you keep running into others and they're triggering you. Yeah, it's not going to be one of those happy, clappy ideologies where you aim to never stand up for yourself, but more like a balancing act where you choose your battles and enjoy gaming more by shifting your mindset a bit. But all of this is subject to whether or not I can even get it written, and I'm hoping that if I drop to one upload a week for a while, it's going to allow me to squeeze an hour or two into writing every day this year. I'll keep you posted on whether or not I fail at this mighty task, but I think it will take most of 2022 to write it. What else? Oh yeah, live streams, right? They're coming back too for all to see, but still members only chat, I'm afraid. And the simple reason for this is that, well, I tried to read as many chat messages as possible while I'm playing, but the sad fact is there are many people who join streams just for the simple intent to either disrupt things by name calling or backseat gaming or other types of trolling. And I'll be honest, I don't actually have the energy for it across 2 or 3 hours or whatever the streams are. Some people will call this decision a money grabbing scheme, but the streams are free to watch. So to those people, I would say, you know, if you're thinking I'm out in it for the money or something, there's a reason why PewDiePie and many others are doing the same thing as me, and I can assure you it's not because they need money. It's, you know, YouTube memberships, they are a way to support the channel, but it's my right to decide what those perks are, and exclusive chatting privileges are one of those perks, and it just keeps the atmosphere nice and easy. So you don't like it? Yeah, shut your mouth. Moving forward, the content will stay Apex Legends as long as it's fun to make it, that is. I did actually make a second channel a while ago and announced it on one video, I think. Anyway, the channel is called Royally Ragtag. I couldn't keep up with it just due to the difficulty of juggling life and Apex's matchmaker. I'm tempted to consolidate the two and just make videos on other games as and when they come up on this channel, but I'm going to see what happens, and like, you know, stuff coming out like Dying Light 2, that does interest me, but I'm less interested in stuff like Escape from Tarkov. I've seen a few of you asking for it. I found that game too slow for my liking, and then when I did get into fight, I lost every single time, then I uninstalled. The main focus, though, is just to get these Apex uploads going again and me holding my life together in the process. I said I'd talk about health, and as you can probably tell, look, I'm not much of a moaner when it comes to dealing with my personal circumstances, but they do get in the way of a normal life. But if you look around you, the world's full of people who's got they've got dealt a bad hand in some way or another, and usually they're only too happy to tell you that they are a messed up human being because something or someone ruined their life. And that may well be the case. I've seen some pretty awful things happen to others, and when it was my turn, I just chose to deal with it with curiosity and potential as my thought process. I've also made a video on what's wrong with me in the past, so you can go searching for that if you really care. But I do think that as long as you stay curious about what's possible, no matter what your troubles are, great things can happen. But because I could feel that at the end of the year, I was losing my curiosity and I was just feeling burned out all the time, I had to take as long as I needed for that spark to come back. And it was funny how in the first week of not working, my body actually had no idea how to relax because I hadn't taken my foot off the pedal in so long. But that spark is back now, guys, and the first upload will be arriving on Saturday, so I hope you'll enjoy it. I've really pulled out all the stops for that one. So yeah, just a quick update for you, I guess, just to let you know I'm not dead. Take it easy, I'll catch you on the next one later.